Yo, 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 yo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Appreciate y'all for joining me today, man. Listen, man, I want y'all to hit that like button as you come in. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, share this thing, comment, man. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Because we all think that the mask was a good idea. At the end of the day, I appreciate y'all, man. I thank y'all for being here with me today. Like I say, hit the like button, comment, let me know what you think about what's going on, man. Tell me your thoughts and visions of the team. Got some exciting news today. So, as we all know, like I told y'all, my video that I made the other day, I made that before Norvell actually signed. So I told y'all that Norvell wasn't going nowhere. I already kind of, like I told y'all, I could tell with his character, he wasn't going nowhere. But so the whole deal of this is we do get to keep Mr. Norvell. I ain't gonna say keep because anything can happen, but we have extended him for 8 years. I want to say, and it's worth almost $80 million. So he'll be making somewhere north of $10 million a year, which, like I said before on my one video, I don't get the need to want to leave some place where you've already built and you can still go out and win championships, make the same money that you're making, and make the same money that they're going to offer you to come play for Alabama or Auburn right here at Florida State. You know what I'm saying? We are a big program, man. You know what I'm saying? We are a big program, man. Like who don't want to come play with us, man. Look, we done had 3 Heisman Trophy winners. 3 Heisman Trophy winners. That's big. We done won 3 national titles. 3 national titles. That's big. We got so many different ACC championship games. I guarantee you, when we go into the Big Ten or wherever we go, we're going to continue to win. This train ain't about to stop, y'all. This train is going to keep on going. And that's what we needed to do. And they're making sure that this thing is still rolling by doing this, by getting us Mr. Norvell for another 8 years. They gave him the money that he wanted. I think that that's a blessing for him and his family. I'm proud. I'm happy that we got Mike for this time because we needed him, man. We need this thing to keep going with the recruits, and he's building it up. And all of those. The only bad thing you can say about Mike is the closing on signing day. Besides those 2 blunders that we've had, with people who was committed to us the whole time. And then all of a sudden, last seconds, they change up on signing day. So the signing day curse, hopefully we can get from up under that curse. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we make these players that did us dirty, you know what I'm saying? And then look, I'm not really how they say it, when you like say like baseball players, like when they got to do something every day if they don't, superstitious. I'm not superstitious at all, but don't mess with Florida State, man. Don't mess with them Seminoles because, when you treat us wrong, man, good things ain't gonna happen your way, man. Like old buddy been over there in Colorado, I ain't gonna say no names, been injured, ain't won no titles. They went to championship games, didn't win nothing. You know what I'm saying? Back in when they was playing at the lower level schools, then you get hurt again. I mean, injuries happen, but at the end of the day, you know, it ain't been going. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been going good. He would have had a better career. Like you go somewhere to play for a person. I get that, and I'm quite sure it's been lit up there in Colorado. But at the end of the day, come on, man. You would have rather been on this 13-0 team, being a factor on that team, or being a factor on that 10 and 14, whatever we went. You would have rather have been on one of those 2 teams than to be where you at right now. Same way with this dude who went to Georgia on us last seconds. They gonna lose some games next year. I'm telling you. That schedule that they got is hard next year. And like I said, some rumors floating around that Kirby might be leaving. I don't know. We shall see. But anyway, I'm thankful that Mike got his contract. That's big for us, man. On the back end of that, the bad is good and bad with this, man, because they get to pay Mike Norvell, but then a lot of the money for your coaches, you ain't got no real money for your coaches. There's some assistant coaches that are like defensive coordinators or offensive coordinators or assistant head coaches making north of $1.5 million a year. You know what I'm saying? At these Power 5 schools. So that leads me into my next topic. Coach Atkins, Washington is looking for this dude. You know what I'm saying? And even though I thought Coach Atkins would be a no, I don't know, man. I think Coach Atkins could be dipping out. Now, Washington need a coach. There's a lot of other schools that's looking for coaches, and I think that they're willing to pay him more than what he's getting. Coach Atkins only getting $850,000 a year. That's good money, but for somebody in his caliber who's been able to develop these linemen, been able to put linemen on the field, and one year we had the best line in the ACC with pretty much nothing, no 5 stars, no 4-star big wig names on the squad. He's been able to make this thing work with lower level talent. That's big. That's big coming from him, man. So shout out to Coach Atkins, man. Shout out to Coach Atkins. And we shall see what happens with him going to Washington, man, because word is they're trying to get him. His name is in that bundle. He could be going, there's other schools out there, man, that might be trying to get him. But at the end of the day, it's good that we was able to sign Mike Norvell, but Coach Atkins need a raise, in my opinion, man. The man is a beast. He's a genius at what he does. And I know one day I don't think he'll be around too much longer, when other teams, bigger schools might be coming calling. See, he didn't want to take that job, that little lower level job, but he'll take this Washington job because that'll give him probably about at least $6 million a year. At least $6 million a year. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to look out for, man. Some other news in the transfer portal, man. Dennis Briggs done entered the portal, man. Dennis Briggs has entered the portal, and my knock on this is we done had Briggs here for a while, and pretty much he is what he is. If we wasn't able to develop him into what we thought he could be, which his stats is way better than Grady Kelly's. When you look at stat-wise from last year, way better. He had more sacks than what Grady Kelly had in 2 years. So I would rather have put my time and effort into trying to keep Briggs than I would have tried to, go out and get somebody else, because now we got somebody, but now we lose Briggs. So now we're going to need at least 2 D tackles or 2 interior D linemen, which we will be needing because now that we lost him, Dennis Briggs was a big time rotational piece. We kind of back in the same situation with losing Briggs to the portal. Now he could come back. He hasn't signed nowhere yet. They could give him some money and offer him something. It's saying like he's, I think, On3 has him worth at about $99K a year. So, that's big money, man, for D tackle making $100,000 in a season. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. And I think they got Grady Kelly around the same thing. So they're pretty much like the same type players. I would say that Dennis Briggs is a little bit more faster, a little bit more better on pass rush, a little bit more athletic than Grady Kelly. Grady Kelly might be able to maybe shut down the run. We shall see. Like I said, I didn't like his film at all, but we shall see. We shall see. Dennis Briggs has entered the portal, and we're gonna have to try to see maybe what we can do with that, man. Hopefully we can get something done with him to try to keep him in, because he knows the system. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to have kids and players that know the system stay in your program, because then you got to get somebody else and teach them what you want them to do be like. And sometimes that just don't work out. So hopefully we can keep Dennis Briggs, man. But he is in the portal. Now, some other good news. The lineman from Bama has signed. So we do have him. We did get him to go ahead and sign in, man. What's his name? Terrence Ferguson. Terrence Ferguson had got his first start, I guess this past year. He's been there for a little minute. He got his first start, and this was 2023 against USF in Tampa, where he did pretty good. And he was a decent player for Alabama. He had a lot of schools trying to get him, and Alabama was also trying to keep him. So this is big. That's big right there on that line because he probably one of the best linemen, interior linemen that we've had in a long time. That's just coming from another school. I would say he's like on the same line as Mims. You know what I'm saying? If not better at his position. They play different positions. This dude is an interior lineman, so he plays guard. But at the end of the day, he's on that line, man. So he's in that same boat as as Mims. So I'm excited about this. We got him. We also now this dude back when because he was supposed to come to us. We was recruiting him back when he was in high school, but our program wasn't where it needed to be at the time. So he wound up going to Alabama, which wasn't a bad choice. But now that the circles have turned, you know what I'm saying? He's come back in. Alex Atkins. I guess they have a great rapport with each other. I guess he's seen what Atkins can do on that line, and who wouldn't want to go play for Atkins? You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna transfer, you can still get your money. Why not come to Florida State? So that's big news. We got him to sign, as we also have landed a commit from the UF lineman Richie Leonard. And Richie Leonard, he's 6'2", 310 when he was in high school. Coming out, was only like a 3-star lineman. He finally got to start for the Gators, I want to say all of last year. And he did okay, but he's not that good of a line. You know what I'm saying? And they might be getting him, I'm going to say, for depth, but I'm quite sure they want him to try to, lock on a starting role. He was with the Gators. He played in the SEC, so maybe he's a little bit better than what we have. So if you put in Richie Leonard and you put Terrence Ferguson in on them guards, man, and then we got people that was coming back. We got players that was coming back playing those positions. That's solidifying you some linemen right there, man. And I think Atkins and them like to run like a 9-piece rotational piece to where they can, you know what I'm saying, rotate linemen in when they're getting tired and things like that there. So that's big. That's big. Like, he just don't have 5 starters to where they just start the whole game and then you got backups. Atkins rotate linemen in the way they rotate D tackles and D ends in to keep them fresh, because we do a lot of traps, a lot of pulling, things of that nature. So it's good to have these bodies here, and he let them know that, hey man, you're going to start. You're the starter, but you're going to be getting rotated in. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be getting rotated in just to help keep you fresh. And it also helps kind of, I think, cuts down injuries. So that's pretty good, man. This is some exciting news for Florida State with all the turmoil that's been going on. I hope that we're able to keep Atkins. I hope that, Washington will get him. But if they do, I mean, much kudos to him, man. If he can go over there and take that job on, I think he would do an excellent job there. That'd be a great feat. That means they say Norvell can't coach, right? They say that Norvell can't develop, right? But then look at Dan Lanning. You get what I'm saying? Look what he's doing with Adam Fuller. Dan Lanning was the defense coordinator in Memphis. Now he's at Oregon. Now Oregon, they want him for Alabama. This is all off of Norvell's tree. Now look at Adam Fuller. Look at Alex Atkins. Norvell knows what he's doing. He's a great coach. Like I said, we can always disagree on some things. Like I said, there's a lot of plays he calls sometimes. I don't understand it. We don't run enough stuff across the middle, in my opinion. We don't run enough trickery pass plays, not trick pass plays. I mean, in like plays where you got somebody coming open to where you're confusing the defense. So it's just all straight up and down plays, to where they're going deep, or, screens. And to me, the offense just seem like it's easy to defend. I mean, either you're going to come up and guard the run, or you're going to play man-to-man and keep somebody over. There's nobody coming across the middle, over the middle. So I think that's one thing we need to work on, is this offensive scheme. And we got to get that going this year, man. We can't have just jump balls every play, 50-50 balls down the field. Like, we need somebody coming open. We need open receivers coming across the middle, or some trickery to where they don't know where we're going to be at, and we go deep. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got to upgrade this offense a little bit. I think with this O-line, and if people can be healthy, it might change some things, because maybe that what was the problem. I'm not sure. But we definitely need to see more offense production. And, I think we'll be good, man. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all for coming in. Just gave y'all some updates, man. If you could, hit the like button on your way out of this thing, man. And as always, go Noles. Go Noles.